الرقص هو إشي بنعبر فيه عن فرحنا عن طريق الحركة والتحريك اليدين والرأس.
The performance was very interesting from a technical point of view because there was a lot of combinations, like combinations of techniques. I saw a lot of acrobatics. And also, of course, the modern contemporary, and also capoeira, and the mixture was very interesting for me. I really liked the solo, that for me was like the opening of the story, because everyone can imagine that there was a story or not. And then the whole group came of 12 dancers, and boom, it was the revolution of technique, but also the story went to the top. And then, for me, they conveyed it very well with this combination of the solo, duo, and the collective work.
Contemporary Dance Festival started in 2006, and in 2005 our dance troupe Sariyat Ramallah, we produced the first contemporary dance piece. It's called The Checkpoint, and after the success of this piece we start thinking if we need to develop the contemporary dance here in Palestine, we need to organize a dance festival, a contemporary dance festival. And then in 2006 we organized this festival. It was difficult for the first edition. We had just 6 companies. After this success, every year we have at least 15 companies. We received every year at least 100 applications. Why this festival? For us, this festival to develop the Palestinian dancers in contemporary dance, to introduce the contemporary dance for the Palestinian audience, also to build the culture exchange and dialogue between the Palestinian people and the people in all of the world. And for us, through this festival, we can break the siege and isolation that we live here in Palestine. When we invite artists from abroad, they can see the reality here in Palestine. They can see the daily life for the Palestinian people. And when they leave, most of them, or all of them, they have, the real image about the Palestinian people.
2006 بلشنا بإقامة مهرجان الرقص العالمي، وهذا يعتبر ما هو من اسمه انه رقص معاصر، شيء حديث على فلسطين، شيء حديث على رام الله، فحاولنا ندخله على رام الله ونجحنا انه بتدخيله في رام الله، وهلا محافظين على انه كل سنه عمالنا بنعمله بشهر 4 من 6 سنين لليوم، وان شاء الله بنضلنا بنستمر فيه.
The Goethe Institute is partnering with Ramallah Contemporary Dance Festival since the very beginning. So I think it's a very good and mutual partnership, because the German contribution in the last years, I think, and hopefully not only I think, was really outstanding in terms of quality for the festival. We brought William Forsyth, we brought Sascha Waltz, we brought Henrietta Horn. So it's a great opportunity, and we're very happy to bring first-class dance companies here to Palestine and to perform in the Ramallah Contemporary Dance Festival.
moi, la danse, qu'est-ce que ça veut bien dire? J'aime faire une comparaison. Pour moi, être chorégraphe, c'est travailler avec le vivant. Et la comparaison que j'aime faire, c'est être comme un jardinier, en fait. Oui, travailler avec le vivant, sans aucune certitude sur ce qui va vraiment pousser, ce qui va fleurir. On essaie de prendre soin du vivant, de planter la graine, d'en prendre soin, de l'arroser, éventuellement de couper ou pas, et d'en faire quelque chose de joli, de beau. Le joli, c'est pas le mot, mais de beau, et quelque chose aussi qui fait sens, surtout, et qui est en relation avec le vivant. Alors je réponds deux fois, c'est-à-dire que je réponds c'est quoi la danse pour moi, et aussi peut-être quelle est ma vision de la danse surtout.
Dance for me, that's, of course it's a very complicated question, but at the same time I could say that dance is my biggest fear. It's something that I'm scared about dance actually. Not in the sense of enjoying dance at a party, but when I see a dancer on stage and I see this person like in the center of stage and so many people like looking at this person, and this person is performing with emotions and phrases and fast pacing sometimes, or the music is surrounding these people, I really get scared, you know. It's like some sort of phobia when I see them on stage.
It allows me to take everything out of my body, and it's kind of it's like, if you compare it with season, it's like the season, you know, the rainy season, especially after the summer. What's wonderful in India is when you get rain, because it just cools everything down and refreshes everything. So and it's cyclical, and that's what's so beautiful. So dance is very much like that.
La danza è la vita, il movimento è la vita. È peccato che ce ne sia meno e meno nella nostra società, e penso che bisogna riportarla nella società. La vita, la danza, il movimento.
Dance for me is something that makes me happy, and that's why I'm still dancing, and it's the reason why I think I want to continue in this field.
Freedom of the mind, freedom of the body, freedom of thinking, freedom of doing whatever you want to do with limits of respecting the other's freedom.
I went back to dance during the second Intifada while we were under curfew. It's the only way I could have went out of the house, because we were not allowed to go out of the house.
Is because it is an expression that stems first and foremost from the intelligence of the body, and the body is something that we all, no matter what culture, what identity, ethnic identity we occupy in this life, it is something we all share.
Dance is a courageous act that I think everybody deeply feels the need to do, and I think in our lives, even without noticing, we dance a lot.
When I was 4, my parents gave me a sweatshirt that said, "To dance is to live is to dance." I loved that sweatshirt. I never took it off. Dance is still my life, and it will always be my life. Dance is time. Dance represents all time. Dance represents change and constant renewal. It's a representation of life, and it goes back to the t-shirt, the sweatshirt that my parents gave me when I was 4. To dance is to live is to dance.
Ce festival, moi, j'en suis très impressionné, je suis très honoré. J'avoue que, oui, très impressionné, c'est le mot, parce qu'il y a une qualité, la qualité des chorégraphes qui sont invités tout au long de cette édition-là est absolument extraordinaire. C'est pour ça que je suis honoré aussi de participer à cette nouvelle édition et en plus de pouvoir faire la soirée inaugurale de ce festival. Voilà, accompagné de mes compagnons d'art avec qui je travaille maintenant depuis 1 an et demi, venus pour la plupart d'Algérie et pour l'un d'entre eux du Burkina Faso.
Well, the festival itself, it started in 2006 and it is the main thing that helped improve dance in Palestine. I mean, workshops used to happen before the festival, but it facilitated everything. More companies come here and perform, and we can work with them. And because the festival is at the same time happening in Lebanon and Syria and Jordan, it opened up opportunities for dancers from here to go abroad and to start working on dance more professionally, and this is why contemporary dance is getting stronger with the company. Because before, when it was only dabke and new approaches to put contemporary dance in the picture, many of the dancers just left the company, and there was a time when only 3 dancers would come to rehearsals, and so the company itself stopped working on new productions. And when the festival came, more people became interested in dance. Being involved in contemporary dance, if it weren't for the festival, I wouldn't be dancing still, because it was the reason why now there is a kind of a contemporary dance company in Ramallah. And besides the workshops that happen during the festival, they're very short. Each workshop is for maximum 4 hours. It's just like getting to know the style of a certain choreographer, but what's more important are the workshops that stay for a month or even if for a week, because you get to really get trained by some choreographer.
It's obvious to notice that the festival, since its inception in 2006, has been growing and has been developing a lot, and on different levels, like and different senses. First of all, like the artistic program, I think every year is becoming richer and richer, because the festival has managed to build a name and kind of the credibility among the key players in the scene, in the region and also internationally.
So I think Ramallah Contemporary Dance Festival provides the chance and the opportunity for many international groups to come and to experience a very professional and professionally organized festival in a place where many people do not expect to have a festival like this. So we have the experience with the Goethe Institute that all the international or the German group we brought here to Palestine, which was William Forsyth in 2011, which was Sascha Waltz in 2010, and lots of other groups from Germany before. They were all impressed by the professional organization, by the festival organization, by the festival itself, by the international contribution, and by the whole setup of the city. And so I really can recommend all international people and groups, especially dance groups, to come and to experience Ramallah and the festival by themselves and be surprised what a fantastic and creative atmosphere is created for the week or 14 days where the festival is running in Ramallah.
L'expression du monde, l'expression de ce que l'on pense, de ce que l'on ressent à travers le corps, est ce qui peut être le plus abouti en matière de représentation. C'est-à-dire se prendre soi-même, prendre l'humain et le mettre dans le temps, dans l'espace, pour exprimer sa vision du monde, peut-être ce qu'il y a de plus ultime, de plus profond, et je dirais de plus essentiel dans ce que l'homme peut avoir de façon à s'exprimer.
The Dance on Camera workshop that the Kaplan Foundation also supported within the Ramallah Contemporary Dance Festival, because we felt the importance of such a workshop in dance on camera and techniques. We lack these skills in Palestine.
During the Dance on Camera workshop, we had the opportunity with the students to look at two different aspects of dance. One was documenting dance, and with the students we had a lot of opportunity to videotape the dance performance. So each student had the chance to work with one camera and film a dance performance. The other aspect of it was the making of the dance films. We worked in teams to create dance films, so based on the students' ideas of what they wanted to say through dance. And we went to different locations and filmed the ideas and then worked together in editing to really make sure that the ideas would carry through dance.
And a portion of the students came with me to get some knowledge on the filmmaking area, like film techniques. So we got to do a little film. We had to get everything, you know, the best way that you work in the professional field, you know. And that was a really nice experience that I really enjoy, actually, working with people here from Palestine.
My expectation tonight, it's going to be amazing. Akram Khan is one of the biggest names in the contemporary world, in the dance world in general, and it's amazing that he's here in Palestine and closing the festival, and I'm so excited, as well as everyone else, I think, here.
I think the show tonight was an amazing show that we are very lucky in Palestine to have this kind of show. I little bit have the chance to see many shows like in Europe, but I am very glad that the Palestinian public can have access to this kind of show, which is rare to come to Palestine.
Because for me the festival has a spirit that is very special, and it's not really. I mean, we travel to many festivals around the world, but here the festival has something which I've never felt before. It has a sense of hope, which is so strong that it reflects human beings. It's the human beings that run the festival that make the festival, and the artists, of course. But it's really it comes from it comes from the organizers, and I have to say they're extremely efficient. They're extremely professional, and most importantly, their humanity was great. And so, immediately after the festival, usually I've never in my life gone to a festival director straight after the show and say, could you invite me again? I'm too shy for that, really. Usually I wait and see if the festival director invites me again. I have to say this was the first time I got a shock with myself, because it was the first time I went up to the director and immediately said, please, can you invite me? Can I come again? Even if you don't invite me, can I come again?